somebody confirm you can hear me? I'll give 30 more seconds and we'll start, okay? All right. As I mentioned, first of all, congratulations to all of you who got into the program. You've accepted the admittance. But if there is anybody here who hasn't accepted the admittance, I'll tell you exactly what to do. So again, my name is Sunala Thomas. I am the program director for the Masters in Business Analytics and AI. And it is a pleasure to meet you all virtually. I hope I'll get a chance to meet each and every one of you when you are on campus. Okay. I am going to first share my slides. I have a small deck that I would like to share. And the links that I am going to share in the deck, I have a document in the end that I will put it out in the chat so that all the links that I'm sharing in while I'm presenting is in that document. Okay, now presume you can also, I know you can see my screen. Okay, so the first thing is that if you have not accepted your admission, just there's no fee to accept, just go and click on my application and accept it. That's the first thing you want to do. Okay? Once you're accepted and into the program, I'm going to tell you, I've not put that in the slide, but now UTD email is your official email. Okay, so there will be things that information and details that's sent to that email. I'm going to tell you to really monitor it frequently. You don't want to miss any deadlines or any important information that you get in there. And I also have the program manager, Sylvia Leventhal, on the call. Both Sivi and myself are available to you if you have any questions. So the first thing is make sure you, as a requirement, TB test is required and it is necessary before you attend the first day of class. So I'm always going to recommend that you come be on campus a couple of days before that, the previous week. The classes start January 21st, and you have a mandatory orientation that you have to attend, not only for the program, but also for IS. So for if you are an F1 student, it is mandatory you attend that. There's a lot of information shared in those meetings and orientation. So being on campus in person is the way to go. Okay. So if you haven't done obviously this needs the TB testing has to be done when you're here. So I would say give it a couple of days for the results to come out. So you want to plan all of that when you are planning your trip here. The second vaccination that you require is a meningitis vaccine. So this is for students who are under the age of 22. Okay, so if you're coming straight from an undergraduate to graduate and you're that one of those smarty nerds that skipped your undergraduate degree by a couple of years, then you probably still under 22, so you want to make sure you do that. The third thing that when you look at your profile in Orion, in the UTD portal, if you see that you have some holes, and the holes either refer to your enrollment, because we have in our Spring 25, the courses that you're that's available for everybody to take is online. It's available for everybody to watch. It's so you, even if you didn't have an UTD ID, you can go and look at those courses in there. So, but if you feel there is an enrollment hold on your account, reach out to JSOM Grad Advising. If you have any health test related hold, reach out to Health Center, Health Send at UT Dallas. And if there is any other hold that you see in there, reach out to admission. I'm also going to say if there is something that you're waiting to hear back and you haven't, feel free to email either Sylvia or myself or into the program email. And I'll share all that email addresses in the end. Okay. So, what's the recommended first semester courses? General recommendation is that you take 9 credits, meaning 3 courses, because you have a requirement to take a professional development course unless you got that waived. That means you have experience working in the United States. Um, I would recommend if when it's your first semester, you're coming to a foreign country, you need to get assimilated with the things here. Okay. You want to enjoy the atmosphere, the university. You want to look at what is all the university has to offer. I had a student in my office yesterday who has taken 5 courses and pretty much struggling. So don't get into that. I know you'll be like eager to take. You can always take 5 courses or 6 courses in your second semester and third semester. If you want to finish fast, there's always opportunities to do that. But I'm going to recommend that you, especially if you do not have a STEM background, I'm going to tell you that stick with the 3 courses or 9 credits. All our courses are 3 credits each. And, so that you have a great first semester that gives you the confidence to move forward. You can take any course that does not have a prerequisite. You can take electives if you want to start it that way. But typically, the students who start in this program, they start with the Buon 6320, which is a database class that talks about SQL and NoSQL part. You then have a choice between taking either business analytics with R or modeling. Either one of them satisfies. Some students take both of them, not at the same time, but in 2 different semesters. So they may take business analytics with R, that is 6356, the first semester, and then 6383 at another semester. Okay. Both will be counted. And if you do that, then the first one, the 6356, is counted as your core, and the other one will be counted as your elective. And then the third course that we recommend new students to take is advanced statistics. So if you have I just wait until I finish the presentation, so then I'll take your questions at that point, okay? It may be easier so that I can just see you, or like I can go to sites instead of having a screen share at the same time. I'm going to say if you do not have a STEM background, or you have taken the SQL and programming and stat long time ago, we have provided by our Business Analytics Leadership Council, we have boot camps before the classes start. That'll help you get into the groove of things that then gives you the opportunity to kind of prep before you start classes. The general guidelines of courses is if there's course has a prerequisite, you have to take that prerequisite before you register for the other class. So if there's a prerequisite in a class, in a particular course that you want to take, you take the prerequisite in one semester, and you take that course that you want to take in the following semester. Some courses have co-requisite. So that means you can take both of them at the same time in that same semester, okay? Or you can stagger them one after the other. The other courses in general that you would say that I told you there is a 1 credit course called professional development. This will help you. It's mandatory for all students. This will get you because you're working in the United States is something that internship is required in the curriculum. As a result, we help you be prepared to submit those resumes and cover letters and how to network, how to interview, all of that. We help you prepare for that in that 1 credit course, which is required. Okay. So apart from that, you can take like in a varies um, part, you can take any of these courses. As I mentioned, the first 3 is what we generally recommend to students. Once you take the first 3 courses, you can go any way you want. So you know that the Business Analytics and AI Flex program is purely a flex program, meaning not only do you have flexibility to take courses during the day or evening, or in some cases, you can take online courses. You may be only allowed to take 1 in a given semester. You also have the flexibility to take any of the courses from the 11 tracks that we have, right? So after the first semester, I would say it's purely what you want to do. After the first semester or during the first semester, you can come to me, you can go to grad advising to help you get a decision, direct you to what other courses that you should take the following semester. So any of these courses, if you don't have any programming background, then I'm going to say Foundations of Programming for Business Analytics maybe is a course that you should take with the advanced stat and the database. Like that may be the direction you want to go. There is another way that you can do anybody going into workforce now need to know about cloud computing. So you could go and take an AWS cloud analytics at that point. So as I mentioned, any of these courses are up for grabs that you can take, but when you really look at it, A, B, C, and D should be the course that if you are unsure, then take those 4 in your first semester. So how do you determine what is in the course book? So and I'll also show you the course book. Once I finish the presentation, you go to coursebook.utdallas.edu. You can view it right now. And actually, this should say spring 2025. That's my error in there. So if you look in part here, right, you see something that says OW. So that the W shows that it is an online class. Okay, it's online asynchronous, meaning you're on your own. The material is there. You submit your assignments online. Like there may be videos there that you can watch, but you just learn on your own. Okay, which is typically what I would say if you're a first semester student, as an F1 student coming here, I would recommend you not taking any online courses. Okay. Traditional is where you would see a course number and a section number. Okay, so that section number can be either starting with a 001, 002, 501. The 5 is there to just tell you that it is an evening class that starts at 7 p.m. Okay. You may see that if you see something that starts with the .s, you cannot register in that. That is a specific set of courses for our cohort students in there. So you can also look at when you go to the Spring 25 course book, you won't see any syllabus there right now because instructors have not loaded in their syllabuses. But if you want to see something, go to the previous semester, that is fall 24, the current semester that's happening, that all instructors have uploaded the syllabus. So you will get an idea what is being taught in that. Okay. For domestic students, I would still say that, you can take any of the courses, but you have the 6102, the professional development course is still a required course. If you can get a waiver, if you have enough work experience in the United States. Okay. If you did not have a background or you lacked the courses in your transcript for calculus or statistics or something like that, in your admit letter, if you saw OPRE 6303 as mandatory, then it is something you have to take. It's a prerequisite, which is not counted towards the 36 credit that is required for the program. For the international students, I think I kind of shared with you the similar thing. I would really recommend that you do not take any online courses. You have to also remember if there is 100% online class, there is an additional credit hour fee for it. You can look at the academic calendar. Again, I will show you on the website. You can also look at when your fee is due in the website. Each of your portals should show that. You can look at our catalog, like all the different courses that is available for you to do. Now, in the first semester, you're not going to worry about certificates, but just as for your information, this program allows you 4 certificates that you can secure without paying anything additional for it. Okay. Out of that, 3 of the certificates, if you take all the courses in those 3 certificates, 4 courses each in a certificate, you satisfy the 36 credit in there. Okay. So it's a specific 3 certificates in there. The main rule about certificate is that you must apply for the certification. It doesn't come to you automatically. You must apply before you take the last course in that certificate program. Okay. Again, nothing for you to worry in the very first semester. You can always submit your application and then later decide, I don't want to take that certification. It is not against you at all. It doesn't go against you at all. I would strongly encourage you to follow our Instagram and LinkedIn pages because we post information about our current students, things that are going on. Our leadership council is very active. So you probably, if you look at Instagram, we had a help desk event yesterday, which is bi-weekly. We have students can come and ask any questions to their peers who has been here before. They've taken a lot more courses than you. There's an official Telegram group. There is an official Indian Students Association. And there's multitude of JSOM organizations, student organization that you can look at. They have all their pages in there that you can actually look and see what they have to offer. So typical questions that people ask when they come, okay? Which courses to take? I've already given you that answer. You can still, if you have not need clarification, you can definitely email the program, email Sivia or myself, and we were happy to help you with that, okay? Which professors to take? So that one is, I would say, don't go by what other people say about a particular professor, okay? Because maybe if a student says the professor was extremely great or was not very good, think about it 2 scenarios. You don't know how that student's study discipline was, right? Were they disciplined in how they studied? Did they submit the assignments on time? If they are one of those disciplined students, then any professor is good for them, right? If it is one of the students that did not read the syllabus and missed the deadline for the assignment submission, then they're going to get a bad grade and that they're going to associate that with that professor. That professor was hard, right? So I would say try to find that on your own, what it does. Another question that is asked is that, do I need to complete all the core courses, the 6 courses? No, I would say take the 3 core in the first semester. If you're able to, without taking, if you think that you cannot handle all the 3, then take 1 elective and 2 core, and then you still have plenty of time to finish it. You can take courses outside of the MSBA and AI program. So if you look at our catalog, there's plenty of courses that you can take. Now, if there is a course that is not in the catalog, you are allowed to take two what we call free courses, but it's not free in terms of tuition. You still have to pay the tuition, but you can take two courses outside of that catalog in UTD and still apply that to your 36 credit. Okay. Criteria for graduation basically is that you have to have 36 credits, which is 18 core and 18 elective. You have to have a minimum of 3.0. That means a B grade in your core courses combined. So if you got a C somewhere, then you better get an A plus in the other course in a core. You also have to have an overall GPA of 3.0. And believe me when I say this, if you got any course below a 3.0, I will know about it and I will reach out to you. Not in a way to reprimand you, but to find a way what did not work or whether I can help you create a plan so that you can be successful. All of us here in the program want to have you be successful in the program. Like you're spending a lot of money, we want you to be successful. You also have to either do an internship or practicum. So the internship, when you come in spring, the earliest you can get an internship is the spring of 2026. So you have plenty of time to find the details of the internship. If you could not get an internship, sometimes students don't get an internship, one way or the they didn't meet. There's only so many internship companies can provide, right? So if there is a situation like that, don't feel bad. There is an analytics practicum class that you can take. I teach one of those practicum class this semester. I have like 60 plus students in that class who did not get an internship, and I will help them do projects in the class that it is similar to what industry will give. I recently came from industry, so I have good knowledge of what industry applications are. How soon can you finish the program? Well, you can finish the program in 1 year if you really want to. Would I recommend that? No, absolutely not. Graduate courses are something where first thing you have to remember is there's a lot of collaboration and discussions. You need to participate in that. You need to spend time on campus. You need to go for the events, different organization, and also the School of Management, our program host, right? You want it, and you need time for all of that. You need to reflect on what you learned, because all the courses that you're learning, you still need to apply it, because for an interview, they're going to ask you a question, applied knowledge, not your textbook knowledge. So in order to do all of that, you need time. So ideally, 18 months to 24 months. But you have like 7 years to complete the program if you want, if should something happen. But I would say, rest assured, you should complete in 2 years. And the last question is regarding internship, but the type of internship that you can pursue should relate to the courses that you have taken, not courses that you will take. It has to relate to the courses that you're taken. So as I mentioned, you're coming in spring 2025. The earliest you can take an internship is spring 2026. I had a student who started this semester, already got an internship. And we had to pretty much say, no, you cannot do an internship until the summer semester, right? So you can obviously apply, learn about it. That's actually a good process, so that you go for many interviews, and by the time you want an internship, you're all prepared for it. So to contact, I said, I'm the program director, Sinala Thomas. I have Sibia Leventhal, who's a program manager. You can reach out to us as an email address. But if you reach out to us in the program email, MSBA&AI, both of us have access to it. We immediately respond to you. So feel free to reach out to us in any manner or form. Okay. So that ends my slide. And I will also want to also show you some of the websites. So if you go to coursebook, this is where how you would land. You just want to click on to class prefix and type in BUAN. You get business analytics. Click search classes. Any classes that are here in the 6,000 range. So not the 4,000, that's undergraduate. Anything in here with the 6,000 series, you can look at the classes, the time, you get an idea when you want to take the classes. Now, if you go back and do this for the fall 24, you will see that there's a syllabus button here. So for a particular class, you are a particular instructor. Now, for the spring semester, even though instructors' names are there, there's still a chance for people to move around. Okay, so I would say you can look at multiple syllabuses to get an idea what that class is going to be. If you want to look at your academic calendar, like what are the dates, crucial dates, right? I would particularly tell you, print out the 2-pager and keep it in your folder so you can quickly look at it. This is in fall 24. If you scroll down, you will see the spring 2025. It comes out as a PDF. It tells you when the classes begin. The second page tells you all the details of, payment and refund schedule and, whatever other things that, when can you withdraw, all of that details. And you can download that onto your computer. Makes it easy for you. And then I think the last one is your catalog. So when you go into the catalog, just make sure you have here the 2024 graduate catalog. That is what you're using. And then scroll down to Jindal School of Management, Business Analytics and Artificial Intelligence. And then here, if you look at it, these are the 4 certificates that I talked about. Okay. But if you click on Business Analytics here, the entire information of all the courses, all the different tracks are available in here. Okay, so this is you, even if you decide you just cannot take all of these courses, okay, even if you want to. So, and then in terms of the specific certificates, that's also in here. Now I'm going to stop sharing and let you all ask me a question. I know somebody had a question before, so feel free to ask me that now. I'll put it in chat. Go ahead, Aya.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Sunella, can you not hear her? Okay, I'm not sure that Sunella can hear you at all, but I can. So go ahead and ask your question, Aya.
Okay, awesome.
If you're asking a question, I am not able to hear you. Somebody else are able to hear.
Should I type my question in chat? Is that better? Would that be better?
It's okay. You can go ahead and ask because everyone else can hear you.
Okay, so I understand that 9 credit hours per semester is considered full time. But in my case, I'm required to take 2 prerequisites, one of which is the professional development course, and then the other one is like a math one. So 4 of my credits would be prerequisites, and I was thinking of also taking a core class, but that only leaves me with like 3 credits that count towards my actual degree. So I don't know like what's recommended. Like, should I take another core class, which puts me at 10 credits, or should I just take those 7 and then maybe take 2 classes in the summer?
No, I would say, so the minimum is 9 credits. You can take 12 credits if you want to. 13 credits if you want to. So nothing prevents you from doing that. The minimum is 9 credits. So if you have one prerequisite, that's 3 credits. If you have the professional development, that is a required, that is credits. I think you, depending on what your prerequisite class that you're taking, we can help you pick another, instead of, you can still take 2 core and then take 1 elective. That would be my recommendation.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
I want to add, you're a domestic student?
Yes.
Right. So you're not required to take 9 credits. Only F1 students are required to take 9 credits at minimum. They can take more. As a domestic student, you can take 1 credit or 18 credits or anywhere in between. The program does not set any limitations on how many credits you take.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome. Syed?
Yes, good morning. So I work full time and I'm domestic. And when you said 9 credits, I said what?
No. So I'm going to say,
So-
I have full-time student working individuals. They have
yes.
either taken 1 course or 2 courses.
Okay.
I
Okay.
would,
So
if you're a full-time working, I would not recommend you taking more than 2 courses.
yes, so I'm planning to take probably 2 courses, but I have a question about the 2 things. One is the in the admission letter, one of the course I know that they waived the one which where they help you making resumes and all that. So that one was waived, but I don't remember any other courses as a prerequisite. In my admission letter, it doesn't say anything. Can I see somewhere else that
No.
or
If in the admission letter there was nothing that was mentioned that you
mention?
should take, then you
Okay.
don't require it. You can just go straight to the core courses and
Okay.
take it.
Okay, and another question about, you said there's a refresher for the advanced statistics 6359, I believe, the course
Yeah.
number. Where can I get information about that? Because it's a while ago when I did all that.
So no. So your question is on that syllabus, or what is taught in that class?
No, I got that one, but you said there is some kind of boot camp or free or
Oh,
something like that.
yes, boot camp. So we will send out that information. It technically would be like either the second weekend in January. It's going to be a Saturday, Sunday. It will be recorded. And if you are enrolled in the
Okay.
program, you will have access to that recording forever.
Okay. For the TB, I have to contact the health department for that, for the TB testing.
TB testing, yeah. For the TB testing, you should contact
to the health. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to post the, let me see
I already
whether
posted the link to their website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
there. I copied it. And the last question is about the FEPS. My company is supposed to pay, but I have to pay uh, in advance.
Yeah, I think.
So
Yeah.
can I do FEPSA on that and then pay FEPSA back once my company reimburses?
That's a question for the bursar's office. The program doesn't handle anything with tuition.
Okay. I'll ask that. Thank you. That's all.
Okay, next was Shahir.
Yes, hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, hello everybody, and thank you for the session, madam. The problem, before telling the problem, I want to tell you my scenario. Actually, I have applied for F1 visa, and the problem is my visa date is on 31st December of this year. Now, if I do get accepted, then at most it will take me about 10 to 14 days to get the visa and then come to USA. The problem is that if I register now, then it might be possible that if I get rejected, then I will have to withdraw all these requests. So now my question is, should I wait till I give my viva, for course registration, for TB test? Actually, since my time is so tight, so I actually need your advice in this case. What should I do?
I would say you still have time, right? Yes, it is tight, The TB testing you can only do when you're here, right? So I would tell you is that I can give you a letter that allows you to come to campus a week after the class starts. That's the latest I can authorize you. So meaning 21st is when classes start. You need to be here latest on the 21st. I can give you that you're authorized to come here by the 28th. And if that is not possible, then your choice is at that point, de-enroll from all your classes and defer your admission.
Suppose I have, already, if I there is an should I say orientation class is coming in 16th of January, if I recall. So I have to register for that, and also if I register for courses, and after I found out that I got rejected for visa. So in that case, is how should I, withdraw all those requests that I have made?
So if you are rejected for the visa, you go for the visa interview on the December 31st. You already know at that point you got rejected, right? When you know if you got rejected, then you have to de-enroll. That's if you enrolled now, then you got to de-enroll from the courses so you don't get charged.
Okay, so how sooner should I get if the class starts at January 21? So how sooner should I, reject all those things?
You should, if you know for a fact that your visa got rejected, you should, as soon as you know it's rejected, you should de-enroll. If it is, you only know like closer to that, I want to say you have to de-enroll before classes start. Sivi, can you confirm that for me?
It's all on the second page of the academic calendar of when you need to drop and withdraw from all of your courses.
Oh, okay. I only downloaded the first page.
Yeah,
But you
two
have to read
pages.
the second page. Second page is very important. So if you do a full term withdrawal, you get a 100% refund as long as you withdraw by January 20th.
I understand. And regarding TB test, can I actually register from here, or should I have to go there and register for TB test actually?
Anything related to health center requirements, you need to refer to their website. The program does not have anything to do with TB tests.
Oh, okay. All right, I understand. Thank you.
Welcome. Azine.
Okay, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So in for the dual program, the BA and the MBA. So how does that affect my classes?
So you have to first complete your MSBA and AI before you do your MBA. So the very first courses that you are taking, I would say it's all related to the same set of courses that I gave you information on. I would only you need to only worry about like after the first year regarding your MBA courses.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the MBA, nothing regarding the MBA starts until after first year.
The first year, you should be doing all of the business analytics and AI.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anas?
So I had questions about the internship process.
Mhm.
You mentioned that the earliest anyone could get an internship would be the spring, but I'm currently looking at the internship prerequisite page for graduates, and it says that domestic students, even though I'm on F1, I technically would be I am a domestic student because I completed my undergrad here and I've applied for this master's program from within the States. It says domestic students must have completed one long semester, and the other main prereq is they need to have 12 credit hours. So if
So
I
if you are,
satisfied,
Anas, if you are an F1 student, you're not a domestic student.
okay, so is it different for grad school than it is in undergrad, I guess? Because I remember when I was like applying for undergrad and I was applying from inside the States, I was F1, but I was also domestic.
You might be referring to your residency. If you've been here for
Okay.
years, you might have Texas residency, but if you're still on an F1 visa, you are still an F1 student and will have to follow the USCIS rules for when you are eligible for an internship.
Okay, yeah.
Either way, the earliest you would be eligible would be summer. So we can work with ISSO and figure out what your specific situation may be come
mhm.
January, February, March.
Actually, I have a clarification question on that. You just said I could do it in the summer. It says for F1 students to be CPT eligible, you have to complete 2 consecutive long semesters. So
You have said that you are domestic. So I'm saying if you believe
yeah.
you are domestic, we can verify that, and then you would be eligible in summer if you have completed 12 credits. But if you are actually F1, regardless of how many credits you complete, you are not eligible until January of 26.
All right. Is there anyone specific I should contact on this or?
ISSO.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. I keep getting
Nishita?
questions. I apologize. Before we move on to the next person, people keep asking questions in the chat about your enrollment appointment. That is what the JSOM webinar went over last week. I've also commented in the chat that our Instagram has directions on how to find your enrollment appointment. Everyone has a different appointment. So please look at our Instagram and follow that, or look at the graduate advising page on the Jindal School website for directions on how to see your enrollment appointment. Sorry,
Thank
go
you,
ahead.
Sevi. Nishida?
Yeah. So I see in my admit letter that I need to finish. I must meet the calculus prerequisite requirement before my first semester. So I was wondering, is it like an online course which I can actually complete it before even I come to the United States, or is it something that I have to take it live?
So, like your admit letter says you have to, did it say a specific course number?
No, it just says no, it just says calculus.
That
So
you need to do a prerequisite calculus?
Yeah, that's correct. So
they don't
Sorry?
list the course number. They just say you must take quantitative foundations of business. You would need to take that course here at UTD in your first semester of the program.
Okay, all right. So like live, it's not an online course. Is that correct?
Correct.
The
It's not an
modality of
online course.
the modality actually might be online depending on the semester and the section you choose, but
Okay,
it is a course to be completed in your first semester of the program while you are taking other classes.
got it. All right, thank you.
Aishwarya?
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
So I have an issue. Apparently, in my undergrad, they're not issuing transcripts. Like we do not have something called consolidated mark sheet. So the university reached out, like whether if it's possible that they attest the mark sheets that I've received so far. But I have my other master's transcripts, everything in order, except my undergrad mark sheets in the consolidated or transcript form. So do I need to get a VES evaluation for my undergrad, or is it okay to just submit the mark sheets attested and sealed by the college? submitted the same mark sheets for the application. So is that accepted, or do I need to get a different transcripts as per some criteria?
So I'm going to say reach out to admission@utdallas.edu, because here in the United States, regardless of what master's you had, even if you had the master's in the United States, for any master's degree, they need the undergraduate transcript and diploma, the official undergraduate transcript and diploma. So you may want to reach out to admission and ask, have your specific question raised to them.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Syed?
Yes, I have a question about credit. I did my MBA in 2010. Is there any course matching with this program which can give me some credit on that, or it's maybe already looked at it?
So did you do the MBA here at UTD?
No, I did in University of Arkansas at Little Rock.
Okay.
But regardless, graduate credits expire after 6 years. So 2010 is more than 6
Okay.
years ago. So
Okay.
even if they did count, you're past their expiration date.
Okay. Good. Thank you. And this Instagram account, do I have to create that, or is it somewhere in the
No, so
UTD website?
if you go scan the QR code that I put in there for Instagram, you can
Oh, okay.
just follow the page. Just follow the page.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Aishwarya?
Oh, mom, I have a little concern regarding internships. So I'll be studying on H4 and I'm eligible for that. I cannot earn in US with the H4. So is there any opportunities that I will still get a chance to work for internships with no pay, or is it like I have to do a different course for the internship, like the practicum that you said, or is that my question?
Sivi, do you have an answer for it? I am not clear on that.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. We'll have to work with ISSO and the IC office to figure out what your options are. I'm sure we've had students like this in the past. It's just not a lot, so I don't keep it in my brain. I will find out and I will get back to you.
Samuel.
Hi, so I just have one question. So, where do I even start from? So basically, I can't apply for an F1 visa because my wife has already filed for me, and it's taken a while to get an interview date from the embassy, and I've already deferred once. And watching your recording on the 21st of October, I think you mentioned that you can only defer admission just once. So right now, I don't know what to do right now. So I don't know who to speak to, or what I can do next. Because right now, I'm basically waiting for the embassy to give me an interview date, and I can't file for an F1 visa because I already have a pending spouse visa in their system.
That's a tough question.
Yeah, my advice would be to reach out to ISSO because they will know how to navigate that better than the program, since they intimately work with USCIS and these processes. They'll be more well versed than we could begin to guess on how to guide you.
All right, thank you.
Okay. And good luck, and let us know if there's anything we can do. There's only one question in the chat that I did not answer. Sunil, it wasn't a question. So if you have a question, please type it or ask it, but otherwise all the questions in the chat I have responded to. Yash.
Yeah, I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I have a question. So, I'm a US born citizen, so do I have to upload my, like, if I uploaded my passport and supplemental docs, does that count as citizenship proof or?
So when you submitted your information, like how are you classified when you got your admit letter? Like what did it say?
It say like in-state tuition, but it didn't mention whether I was like a US citizen or not. So do I
don't think if it has not asked for anything specific, if it says in-state tuition, then you play that. Like I don't think you are required to submit anything.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, then
So
I
we're
think
getting questions about the scholarship. The biggest thing to realize is the scholarship is not handled by Professor Thomas or the program. So if you have questions, you need to refer to the scholarship's website.
and I would say this. So did I put the scholarship website in there? I did not. So the scholarship, like there is Dean's Excellence Scholarship, the deadline is December 1st. There is Program Excellence Scholarship. Dean's Excellence Scholarship requires you to submit your GRE GMAT scores. And I want to say that if you qualify for it, you will, like the Program Excellence Scholarship is on a rolling basis to a certain extent. It definitely goes there. They have, it's a committee decision. They have a guideline of how much they offer. So I would say, as we said, you refer to the graduate scholarship website that she just posted. Fazil.
Yes, hello. You just said for the scholarship,
It's
we need.
Can you
very
be a
hard to
little bit
hear
louder?
you.
Yeah, we can barely
Oh,
hear
yes.
you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I just said for the scholarship, you say you need to submit your GRE or GMAT scores. I finished my undergrad at UTD, so I was waived these requirements. So how would I go on about that?
So regardless of whether you did your undergraduate at UTD or anything, if you want a scholarship, you have to apply for it based on the criteria that's stated in the scholarship website.
Oh, so if I want one, I would have to give the exam, basically.
Correct.
Oh,
Correct.
okay. All right. I see. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other question? So I want to say because the deadline is December 1st, they go up till then to collect all the candidates' information. So I want to say it is. So Sunil,
No.
you will only get one scholarship. Any other questions? Nabhan? Yes. I think I
Hi,
pronounced
okay.
it.
Yeah, I have one more question. Okay, so I know that there was already a link posted And there's like a post on Instagram about how to see when your enrollment appointment is. And I've already checked on Galaxy. I don't have the tab where it's like see my classes. Like I already have some classes in my shopping cart, but I don't actually like I'm not able to see what my enrollment appointment date will be. Will that tab be updated later on or like
It,
what should I
it, sh-
expect?
it should already be there. They were all released last Monday when the schedule of classes came out. I'm
So
not
like what's on
sure.
mine right now is it says my application, financial aid, communications, to-do list, agreements, my holds, profile, admission forms, basic, tuition estimate, search schedule of classes, and helpful links.
And are you on your applicant center or your UTD
Yeah.
student center? No, you need to go to the UTD student
Oh.
center and
Oh,
click manage my classes. And then there is an enrollment appointment in the column on the left.
I
And then
found
you,
it.
yep, then you click
Silly
on
mistake.
spring.
Thank you.
That's okay. Yep.
Akshay, to answer your question, no, you can register for enroll for your classes. The official transcript should be provided to, either in person, you're physically giving it to the university, but it should be sealed envelope from the university or the university directly submits it. You need that before you enroll for your second semester classes. For your first semester classes, you should not have a hold. If you have a hold, that's where I gave you the email address. Just reach out to them. But for your first semester, whatever unofficial transcript you submitted, that is good enough. Rosa.
Hi. So if we have classes in the shopping cart, as of today, we are good to go to select the ones that have a green status or open status and click on enroll to proceed with the process or not?
So you can only enroll during your enrollment window. Window means that's when your enrollment starts. You can only enroll at that point. You can put it in your card, but it would not allow you to enroll it actually.
Okay, because for the selected classes, I have two options, delete or enroll. So I was wondering if I am just yet not ready to click on enroll or if it is an option I should be using it.
So Rosa, did you check your enrollment date?
I was in the process of doing that. I just read through the Instagram post.
Yeah, just check that. Sivi, you may be able to guide them better in this.
This is what the JSOM webinar last week went over because it was a much more general enrollment process question. My guess would be if you clicked enroll, you would get an error message because no one can enroll this week. Absolutely no one. So you'll just want to wait. And when your enrollment appointment time starts, you should then be able to click enroll. Keeping in mind, it is possible that there aren't seats available any longer in the sections you've chosen, and you might have to pick a different section or a different class. Just because you have it in your shopping cart does not hold the spot for you to enroll in it. Yeah.
That. Thank you for clarifying. I do have one last question. In the slides, I might have missed it, but the classes that are completely asynchronous and online, I think I heard that they are one additional credit cost. Is that correct? Oh.
Each credit is additional cost. So if it's a 3 credit course, it'll be $80 times 3.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so for each, Sunil, to answer your question, for each semester, the scholarship, you have to apply for it. It's not like because you got in one semester, you just automatically get it every semester. Okay, so if you go to the slide, the deck, where is it? I will post a link for the credit. Sivi, did you answer the question?
I already put it. It's in there, the link to
Okay.
tuition estimate.
Yeah.
If you have further questions on that, you need to reach out to the bursar's office.
They can provide you specific. And the deadline for enrollment for the classes, well, classes start on January 21st, right? So you should be enrolled by then.
But if you want to see the true deadlines, it's on the academic calendar. There's late fees if you apply after January 16th.
Rosa, did you have an additional question?
No, I'm sorry, my hand stayed
No,
raised.
that's okay. I just wanted to make sure that you did not.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, everyone. If you don't have any questions at this time, thank you for joining this webinar. You have our program email. That would be the best place for you to reach out if you have any questions. And both Sivia and myself are, when you get to campus, you'll see us again. I think there's one more question. Go ahead.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I do.
I know that I'm F1 student, and I know that we have an orientation on January 15th. It's the for the international students orientation. So do we have other orientation in this department, or for
Yes.
for international students? Because I plan to come to the US, come to the campus on January 13th. So I'm not sure if the time is suitable, or if there's other plans. Yeah.
So he's in that. I would say yes, you would attend the ISSO International Student Webinar. In person, not webinar, in person orientation. Then on the 16th of January, there is an in-person orientation for JSOM. And right after that, there is an in-person orientation for students in this program that I host.
Got it. So if I arrive in the US in January 13th, that will be okay, right? There will be plenty of time to arrange the things, right? And there won't be any other events before January 13th in the JSOM. So sorry. Will there be any other events before January 13th, before I arrive in the US?
Sivi, do you know that? Like I'm going to say, yeah, there is nothing on before January 13th.
Got it. Then my problem is solved. Thank you.
You're welcome. When you're on campus, come by and see us. When you come early, feel free to walk around, see the classes, the building, everything. So
Great,
you're aware where you should go. So come by and see Sivia or myself. Okay.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, everyone. Thank you for your patience. And I hope we provided you with information that you need. Again, I'm going to repeat, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Okay. Y'all have a good day. Bye.